Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode of the New York Mets Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 23. We enter year number 3 of the franchise, and we are coming off of the best season of all time. We have won the World Series, completing our contract goal, which is win the World Series. Last season, year number 1, we finished 97-65, lost the World Series to the White Sox. We vowed revenge. We vowed that we would go back to the World Series, and that time we would win it. And not only did we win the World Series, but we win 103 games in the regular season. We make it all the way to the World Series, and if it wasn't fate already, it takes us 7 games against the Oakland Athletics to beat them and win the goal, get the championship that we set out at the beginning of this series to do. But now we got to go and defend that championship. We got to go back to back, something that is unbelievably rare in baseball, to go back to back. If it's ever, I don't even know if it's ever happened besides maybe the Yankees in the 20s. Maybe they went back to back at least once. I don't know, but it doesn't happen. It barely, if ever, has happened, going back to back. But we're going to try and do it this season, year number 3. I've got the roster set. We had a great offseason last episode. We brought in some interesting pieces. We called up David Wright, so now he's the starting third baseman, and he's going to be hitting second. This is my official lineup for opening day. We got Derek Jeter, the captain, still leading off for us. Then David Wright, who's the captain of the Mets. We got the captains back-to-back. Then we've got the machine, Albert Pujols, playing first base, hitting third. Then Barry Bonds will come back and hit fourth, playing DH. We've got Ken Griffey Jr. starting in center field this season. I have moved Mickey Mantle to the bench. That might be controversial, and I don't know if it'll stay the entire season, but I want to give Griffey a shot. He had a rough second season. After a really, really good year number 1, he had a rough second year. So I want to give him redemption, an opportunity at redemption. So he's going to be hitting 5 and playing center field. Then Sosa will hit 6, playing right field. We've got Willie Mays playing left field, hitting 7. Johnny Bench still behind the plate, hitting number 8 at catcher. And then Alfonso Soriano, one of the best players from the postseason last year, will be rounding it out at 9, hitting or playing second base, hitting in the 9 hole. So that is how both the left-handed pitcher and right-handed pitcher spots will be handled. And then the rotation is as follows. I know we only have one lefty in here. We probably should get some more variations of hand in our rotation, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. We'll be fine. Greg Maddux is our ace. He's gonna be pitching 1 and having the ball on opening day. Then our new addition, Roger Clemens, who pitched in Minnesota for 2 seasons and had okay seasons, 13 wins both years. He had 3.0, or he had 3 ERAs both seasons. Hopefully this year he can turn that around. Then we've got Shohei Ohtani, who did not pitch at all last season and didn't hit at all. He basically just didn't play last season because he got bumped for Babe Ruth, but Babe Ruth is now gone, so now Shohei gets back into the rotation, and he might get in some games here and there. I don't know. We'll have to see. Madison Bumgarner will be our other new addition, and he's coming off of a 15-7 season for the Red Sox. He comes in and pitches in the 4th hole. Then you got King Felix, obviously still here, who had another really, really good year with 15 wins back-to-back. The King has returned. The bullpen, a little thin. Vida Blue, Joe Nathan, Eric Gagne, our new addition in the bullpen, Mariano Rivera, and then Billy Wagner to close the door. But it's a little bit of a thin bullpen. We'll have to wait till September to call up some bullpen arms, and I might just call up 2 bullpen arms in September instead of a 1-1. Just because of how thin our bullpen is. But that is what the team looks like headed into year number 3 of the franchise. We're taking on the Philadelphia Phillies on opening day. Jimmy Key versus Greg Maddux. The defending world champions take the field for the first time in year 3. You know the rotation and you know the lineup. We will get to see the Phillies lineup as we move into this game as we get through the first couple innings, but it's time to start year number 3. Let's get it underway with opening day for your defending champs.
opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. So the New York Mets with lofty expectations this season, and why not? They're the defending World Series champs. Singy, it's become so hard in today's game to go back-to-back as champions. Why do you think that is?
Boog, I think it's because of the competition level and the parity that we're seeing in baseball. But yeah, you're right. It is very rare. The Yankees won 3 years in a row from 1998 to 2000. But over the next 20 seasons, nobody else was able to repeat. I think there's less of an imbalance at the top, and teams can compete by combining good internal development with smart, well-timed moves to bring in help from the outside. And once you hit the postseason, anything's possible.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And pitching here today, Greg Maddux. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first pitch of the defending champions here in year number 3 is a strike from Greg Maddux, the ace, who pitched unbelievably well in that postseason last year. Going up against Johnny Damon on opening day, and David Wright keeps that ball from going into left field, but unfortunately can't do much more than that. And Johnny Damon, because he has too much speed, is able to get on first base with a single to lead off the inning. And Wade Boggs, the former New York Met, we sent him here in a trade to get somebody, but we strike him out. Good job from Greg Maddux. Joe DiMaggio, what a player to have in your 3-hole. Luckily for us, he sends that to center field. Griffey will make the play, and that will be the second out of the inning. Can we get this one done? Fairly simple. Reggie Jackson. Oh, baby, what a lineup so far for the Phillies. And we've got our first look at our new manager, by the way. I don't remember his name, but we have a new manager. Pujols steps on first, and that's the end of the top of the first on opening day. Maddux looked good. Greg Maddux looked good. Jimmy Key, 15-13 last year, win-loss. He had a 4.63 ERA, but remember, I always say, in a Legends Series, ERA, you always have to factor in that it's 1 point higher than it normally would be. So technically, if this was a normal series, Jimmy Key probably would have had around a 3 ERA instead of a 4. It's always going to be 1 point higher just because of the circumstances. There's so much more talent injected into this franchise. Jeter cannot get the season started in the right way, but now we get to see David Wright for the first time this season. And for the first time, I think, in the entire franchise. He might have came up in September of year number 1. He might have. I don't remember for sure. In September there, he might have been up and played a little bit, but he definitely didn't really play much last year. At least we didn't have him in a game. But now with Wade Boggs in Philly, we needed a third baseman, so we got David Wright, the captain, Superman, Captain America, whatever you want to call him. He is back in New York, and he's getting a single for the first hit of the season. It's going to be David Wright. How fitting. How fitting it is. And now it's the machine who dominated the end of last season. I think he had 40 home runs last year, something in that range. Absolutely murdered the baseball, but he can't start off with a big single there. He flies to Reggie Jackson in right field, and that's 2 down. It's okay, because we got Barry Bonds, who we're still waiting on getting an actual home run. I did not hit a home run with him last season in the time that I had, but I might have had it just right there. Barry Bonds, go, go, go. No, Reggie Jackson. It wouldn't have been a home run anyway. It died right before, but Reggie Jackson steals it from me. I thought I did it. Jim Thome? I love Jim. And Tomey will send that to right field into foul territory. I thought that I had the home run finally with Barry. It just died at the warning track. And Reggie Jackson made the play. It wouldn't have been a home run anyway, but I wish that Reggie Jackson would have just missed the ball. And Jim Rice, another guy that we traded away, he was in that same trade with Wade Boggs, and he's going to come back and bite us as he gets in a hit into left field. Is he going to go two? No, he doesn't. Willie Mays sends that to second, but he holds off anyway. He might have been able to get safe there. You never know. That's a big hit for Rice. The Adley Rushman makes the lineup, and he will send that to right field. Sosa makes the play easily, and we got ourselves 2 down in the top of the second. Phil Garner. Ooh, he sends that to center field. That's going to be the 3rd out. Good inning from Greg Maddux. Little bit of danger with Rice getting a single to start the game, but we did good after that. And now Ken Griffey Jr. trying to get a redeeming season. And it's not going to start very well. Strikeout there to give the 1st out in the bottom of the 2nd. That's okay. It's all right. It's all good. We're not going to panic just yet. We still got a lot of baseball to play. 161 of these things are left to be played. Griffey's still got a ton of time. Don't swing at that. That's ball 2. It'd be cool to get Sammy Sosa another Silver Slugger to add to his resume. Silver Slugger number 7. Don't swing at that either. That's ball 3. Full count to Sosa. Come on, Sammy. Channel the power of the Armor All hot dog. And hit a home run. Okay, no. Just a single. But on a full count, that's a good spot. And that might have been called ball 4. You never know, depending on where the home plate umpire is calling them. But it doesn't matter because it's a single anyway. Now Willie Mays, the home run derby champion from last year, also had a good postseason. I'm going red light on this. Should have went green light. I was hoping he would throw, because Willie Mays is such a dangerous hitter, he would throw a little bit safer. But he just went all in. And I'm going all in on that one. That's going to be tough. Double play opportunity. Sosa is out at second, but Mays is too fast. He beats the throw, so it's not a double play. It's a fielder's choice. And 2 down in the inning. I wish that Sosa would have made the play, but he just couldn't get there in time. Johnny Bench, on the other hand, will make the play. And Willie Mays, I might send him home. He's got 85 speed. No, keep him. But Johnny Bench he's in danger here. Oh, he just got safe. I probably should have sent Willie Mays home to throw off Johnny Bench's scent. But I wasn't sure if Willie Mays is going to get thrown out. He might have. It would have been a tight play. Ooh, great call from the umpire there. 3-1 to Soriano. And can Alfonso Soriano deliver us the first runs of the season? Yes, he can. No, he can't. The diving play in center field from Johnny Damon. And the Phillies survive the inning. I thought that was guaranteed 2 runs. And it might have even been an inside the park home run if that got past Damon, because that center field wall is deep. That could have been unbelievable. It could have been a 3-run inside the park home run. But instead it's an out. And by this man, Johnny Damon, made a great play. He can't do the same on his next at-bat. He will go 1 for 2 now as he flies to Sosa in right field. Not as athletic of a play by Sosa, but hey, an out is an out, and it's Wade Boggs trying to get some revenge on his former team. He'll get a single into left field. Willie Mays takes a 1-hop off that. 2 down in the inning. Runner on first for Joe DiMaggio. And Joe DiMaggio will smash that baseball to left center. Griffey's on the path of it. Griffey jumps, but it's a 2-run homer. Joe DiMaggio with his first homer of the season, and it gets the Phillies on the board first, 2-0. I thought that Griffey had a shot at it, and he did. He had a shot at it, but it was too deep for Griffey's glove. And just like that, the Phillies have a lead. And our ace, Greg Maddux, kind of put that pitch where Joe DiMaggio really wanted it. Unfortunate, but we've come back from deficits before in this series, so 2-0 is nothing right there. It's no problem. It'll be seriously no problem if Jeter can start this inning with a base hit. That would be huge. We'll see what the captain's got in store for us, and I missed it. Curveball inside. That could have very easily been a home run, but I was early on the timing, and it goes for a fly ball foul. I'm going for that one. Probably shouldn't have. Is that going to drop? No, Reggie Jackson makes the play. Maybe shouldn't have swung at that one. David Wright is up. He got our first hit of the season last time he was up, and he will fly that out to foul territory. Third base side. It's 1-2. One down in the bottom of the third. And Jimmy Key sends a fastball to David Wright, but he sends that to Damon in center field, and it's 2 down in the inning. Okay. I'm getting pitches that I can hit. I'm just not hitting them very well. I'm hitting them where Philly defenders happen to be standing. Pujols has got a good shot at that one, though. Albert Pujols into the glove of Reggie Jackson the second time he has stolen a ball from me that could have either been a home run or extra bases. Jim Thome will step up 0 for 1. He'll lead off the top of the fourth, and Jim Thome, the Thome, he will send it to center field over the outstretched glove of Ken Griffey Jr., and the Phillies lead 3-0. Leadoff solo shot by Thome. Wow. Phillies are cooking. And they're not just cooking with electricity, they're cooking with absolute gas. Straight fire. Circle change high in the zone. Jim Rice fouls it off. We'll go with a slider here. We got to get Greg Maddux back in the swing of things here. He's been struggling these last 2 innings. Well, that's a little chopper. Maddux will chase after it. Fire on to first. Gets the out. That's a good recovery. Rushman is up now. The young Studley catcher. And he will stare at a fastball. Fun fact, Adley Rushman actually played college football for Oregon State and tackled Christian McCaffrey on a kickoff return when Christian McCaffrey was playing for Stanford, if you did not know. There's your little fun fact of the day. But he flies out to foul territory on the third base side for the second out here in the top of the fourth. And Phil Gardner will foul that first pitch off to the first base side. It's a 1-2 count. Here comes the slider from Maddux, and it will be another foul ball. Let's go with the circle change here. Maybe we can get lucky with a nice little strikeout. Oh, just barely makes contact with it, and it stays alive. Let's go curveball now. We got to try something. Stares at it, froze him. Strike 3, inning over. Maddux does a good job to recover after the leadoff homer from Thome. But I don't like the fact that we're down 3-0, and we've had opportunities to score, but we haven't been able to push them around. Ooh, Jimmy Key pushing Barry Bonds out of the box. A little interesting there. Maybe got a little subplot, sub-storyline going between Key and Bonds, but unfortunately, Key will win this interaction as Bonds flies out to right center to Johnny Damon for the first out of the fourth. I struck out with Griffey last time, but I won't do it again. I'm going to hit it to right field, and Reggie Jackson's going to make a play. Okay. I probably shouldn't have swung at that. Sammy Sosa's up. He's 1 for 1. He's striking out on that one almost. 1998 MVP. It'd be cool if he gets 2025 MVP. Oh, this is money. This is a stinky cheese. A meatball. Sosa gets around it, but not around it enough. And that is the end of the fourth. We cannot do anything on offense. And our pitching's not going well. Greg Maddux is my ace. And that's beautifully hit by Tommy Edman against the shift. And he's going to have 2 easy. Wow, that was beautifully hit. Not a lot of players can hit like that anymore. But Tommy Edman did it well. And Damon is back up. He's got a 1-2 count. Let's go curveball, see if we can get him froze here. Strikes on it, or swings on it, fouls it off. He tips. 2-seam. Strike 3. Johnny Damon down swinging. And that is the third strikeout in the first out of the inning. Wade Boggs stares at a fastball for ball 2. Here comes the curveball. And he got it, but he chopped it foul. I was hoping for maybe a nice little fair ball so we could throw him out. But it's probably better that he didn't make contact with that fair because that would have advanced the runner to third. And we don't want that. We don't want that, but it'll happen anyway unless Griffey can show an absolute cannon arm. Edman doesn't go. He was too afraid of the arm of Griffey. He probably would have been safe. He probably would have been safe if he would have went for that. 81 speed. He might have had it. Let's just avoid the home run from DiMaggio. We don't want to have another 2-run shot for DiMaggio, and it won't happen this time. He swings and misses past the slider, and Maddox does good work with a runner in scoring position to get out of it. Bottom 5. It's starting to get late here in Flushing. We're trying to make something happen here at Citi Field. Opening day of year 3 with the defending world champions. The defending world champion Mets trying to get off the schneid here at home. Willie Mays will not get a leadoff single, unfortunately. Again, it's Johnny Damon. He's been a thorn in my side today. Bench is 1 for 1. And Bench will be fouling that off. All right. They have us projected at 96 wins this year. They have us projected to lose a couple more games than we did last season. I mean, I feel like we got better than we were last year, and they project us to lose more games. That's an interesting projection, but whatever. We'll just have to prove them wrong. Jimmy Key has given me meatball after meatball. I'm just not eating them. Although Soriano will get lucky, and that'll pop right in front of Jackson's outstretched arm. And that's a 2-out single for Soriano, keeping this inning alive for the moment. And now it's time for the captain to have a chance. And he's been clutch in this series. Past 2 seasons. He's been very, very clutch at points. But it won't happen here. Grounder to shortstop. It's going to make the throw, make the play. And the inning is over. Unfortunate. I am going to start to warm somebody up. I know we don't have a very deep bullpen anymore. I'd like to have at least 1 or 2 extra guys in there, but I want my lineup to be deep. So I have to sacrifice the bullpen. And I trust my bullpen that I have in there, so I feel pretty confident. Reggie Jackson grounds out for the first out of the inning, top of the 6th. It's Tomei time, and Tomei, thankfully, won't hit another home run. But Soriano with a poor throw, and Tomei reaches base anyway. Alfonso, what are you doing? You can't be making those routine errors. That's an easy play. You make that in your sleep, my guy. That's unfortunate. It does allow for a double play, even though we won't need it anymore. Jim Rice strikes out on the slider. Maddox has number 5. Rushman is up to try to save this inning, keep it alive for the Phillies. And we will go circle change low. Hopefully get him swinging, and we do. Rushman goes down, inning over. Maddox once again gets out of danger. David Wright will lead off 2-3-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. David Wright swinging. That's got some heat. David Wright to left field. It's going to go to the wall. David Wright gets us on the board. Who else but Captain America? First homer of the season. First run of the season. And it's none other than Mr. Met, David Wright. That's how you start an inning. A leadoff solo shot to left field. Santa Maria. That ball is gone. And everybody's hugging him. You love to see it. Captain America delivers when the team needed him the most. I wish there was 2 runners on base when it happened, but it's okay nonetheless. And for the first time this season, the Big Apple in center field got to rise. Can Albert Pujols make it 2? Back to back, it's going. Damon chases. And Damon makes it at the track. Damon's too fast out there. Johnny Damon's got too much speed. Barry Bonds didn't swing. That's not strike. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Third base umpire. Oh, meatball. But I missed it. Why do I suck with Barry Bonds? I don't want to suck with Ken Griffey Jr. Don't let me suck with the Griff. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I hate my life. I want to die. I just want to not be alive anymore. How do I miss that? That's right down Main Street. Oh, but I got a piece of that one. My redemption arc has become... Oh, my God! Reggie Jackson. I hate you. I wish bodily harm to you. Why? Reggie Jackson robs me of a home run. Of a Ken Griffey Jr. solo homer to make it 3-2. He denies me. He says, Juice, not today. You're not getting it on my watch. And we end the inning with just the one run. Unbelievable. Reggie Jackson, he's made play after play after play after play in right field today. And it just adds it to the bucket list of things that I want to do is beat up Reggie Jackson. Unbelievable. We walked the first leadoff man of the inning. The first leadoff man? The leadoff man of the inning. And now it's a 1-2 count to Tommy Edman, who is dangerous. Ooh, that could have been really dangerous. Luckily, it's foul. 1-2 count. Here comes the circle. That's got double play written all over. Maddox to second. Jeter first. We were too slow. Maddox didn't turn around quick enough, and it's a fielder's choice. And now Johnny Damon steps up. It's a steal situation. Johnny Bench guns him. He's out of here. Don't steal on the bench. That's a Hall of Famer. Show some respect. You don't steal on the GOAT. Not even a shot. He was out by a mile. And now we're going to try to strike out Johnny Damon. We're going to throw some stinky cheese high in the zone. And he sends it to left field. Willie Mays tracks it at the warning track, and he's got it. It dies down into the glove. And that is the end of the inning. Come on, boys. We got to step up. We got to show ourselves that we are the real deal. We're not a fluke. We didn't just win 103 games and win a World Series just to be embarrassed the next season. Sosa gets a good piece of that. It's going to be out of the glove of Damon, but he's not going to make the play. Damon miscalculates, and it's a double to lead off the inning for Sosa. I was going to say it's only going to be a single because Damon's going to easily make the play, but Johnny Damon, I don't know what he was thinking on the angle there, completely misses the ball, and it allows Sosa to get two. And Willie Mays got a piece. It's going to die. I probably should have timed that better, if not, probably not even swung. But I did. And it goes to left field. DiMaggio makes the play. But Johnny Bench coming off of that good throw to second to catch the man stealing. What can you do in the bottom half of the inning? Johnny Bench grounds to third. Boggs makes the play, and that's 2 down in the inning. See, this is what I'm talking about. We start innings really well, but we can never finish them. The only reason we got to run is because David Wright had a solo shot. Soriano will look at that slider. Ball 2. Come on, team. Jimmy Key's running low on stamina. He's going to make a mistake, and when he does, we got to capitalize. But you could argue that he's made a ton of mistakes today. That's going to be another one. Soriano, at least extra bases. If not, a 2-run shot to tie it in the 7th. Santa Maria, Alfonso Soriano brings us level in the bottom of the 7th. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. Alfonso Soriano continues his dominance from last year's postseason. And the team in the dugout loves it. That's what I'm talking about, baby. A slider high and away. Not your typical home run pitch, but the exit velo's 100.6, 396 distance, and this game is tied. And we've got the momentum, we've got the win projections, and we've got Jimmy Key still in this ball game and still tired, and Derek Jeter, the captain, might have just capitalized. No, DiMaggio makes the play. I thought because he started so poorly on that route that I thought it was gonna be a home run or at least get over his glove, but it doesn't. I still want Greg Maddux to come out He's not going to get the loss, which is nice now. But he's not going to get the win on opening day either, which is a little bit upsetting. He just didn't pitch well enough. I thought that we could come into this game, allow maybe one run. I thought we could trust Greg Maddux to dominate on opening day, and he didn't really do that. I mean, he had, 5, 6 strikeouts, something like that. A couple walks, I think. He just didn't really dominate like I was expecting him to do. Allowed 3 runs and maybe a 4th. Well, he didn't allow the run. Sosa at the wall makes the play and saves himself from injury there. And now here's the man. I'm tempted just to do this. I'm tempted to do that and hit Reggie Jackson. I'm not going to, because I'm trying to win a ball game, but he's going to get on base regardless if I hit him or not. Single into right field past Pujols. And he keeps the inning alive here in the top of the 8th. And now it's Jim Thome. Do not do this to me, Jim. I loved you as a real when you were playing in real life, back when you were banging. I just hope that you don't do this to me now. Yes, sir! Strike 3! Inning over. Joe Nathan does his job. We go bottom 8, and they bring in Anthony DeSclafani. Interesting choice. But we'll see if we can take advantage. I was hoping they'd keep Jimmy Key in, if we're being totally honest. But I knew that they wouldn't, especially now the game's tied. David Wright, that's going to be a tough play. 84 speed, just beat the throw. Captain America has arrived. He is keeping this team alive, and he is injecting some much-needed energy into this bullpen and into this dugout. And we are getting the job done here. That's a beautiful ball 4 call. Pujols takes his base. And they want me to do a pinch running situation. Huh. What's Pujols' speed? 45 speed. This is why we have guys like Jose Reyes on the bench. Even Mickey Mantle could get it done. Even Shohei could get it done, to be honest. But we're going to bring in Jose Reyes, the debut. His first appearance as a Met. Also a real-life former Met. But now we got speed on the base pass. We got 84, 90, 96. What was it? Yeah, 96. All Barry Bonds has to do is put this in the outfield, and we've got ourselves a ball game. It's going to be 90 speed Barry Bonds. Did not beat the run. Unbelievable. How did Barry Bonds not get there? He moves everybody across one base, but I thought for sure that Barry got there. I got to see an instant replay. How close was this ball, or how close was this play? I need to know. All right, here we go. So Thome decides just to run to the bag. Oh, it's just so close. It's just unbelievably close. You've got to be joking. Thome just steps on the bag milliseconds before Thome does. Or wait, what? Thome steps on the bag before Bonds does. That's what I wanted to say. Milliseconds before Bonds does. That is unreal. I don't know how that umpire called that the right way. You almost want to call that safe and then challenge it. That's what I would do. That's unbelievable how close that was. But it's runners on second and third for Ken Griffey Jr., who might have just opened this game up. I'm sending him home. 84 speed should be more than enough. And it is. Griffey gives us the lead 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th. David Wright comes home to score. Captain America has done his job. And we are going to warm up Billy Wagner as well. I'm going to cancel the schedule to put in game, and we are going to schedule Billy Wagner to come in. So we won't see Eric Gagne unless this game gets out of hand here in the bottom of the 8th. But there's 2 outs and a runner on third. I could really use an extra insurance run, but I'm not getting it here. That one will fly to center field. Damon will be underneath it. But the Mets have rallied. That's what we do. That is what we do. Reyes will not come in and play first base. That is for sure. We will have a substitution, and we will bring on Lou Gehrig to play first base for this top of the 9th, which could shut the door on opening day. Oh my God, Jim Rice might have just sent it to overtime. Ken Griffey couldn't make the catch, and it's a blown save on opening day first pitch. The man that we traded away this offseason has just tied it in the top of the 9th. On the first pitch Billy Wagner throws, not technically, because he had already thrown it due to the quick counts, but the first pitch I threw with Billy Wagner of 2025 opening day is a blown save. Solo shot from Jim Rice. Of all people, it had to have been Jim Rice, the guy that we traded away this offseason to get value back in return. Well, we got a chance to walk it off in the bottom. And I guess we will see Eric Gagne now. I wasn't expecting to see him. I was planning on winning this game here in the 9th. But that won't happen, at least in the top half. Unbelievable. One save opportunity already for Wagner has been blown. That's not what he does. He saves ball games, not blows them. But thanks to Jim Rice, we're going to the bottom of the 9th on opening day. It's going to be 7, 8, and 9. Willie Mays, Johnny Bench, Alfonso Soriano. I like my odds. 2-2 count to Mays. I'm swinging. I shouldn't have. That might drop. Get down. Get down. Johnny Damon's too stupidly fast. 1 down in the inning. Okay. All right. We got Johnny Bench up now. 3-1 count to him. I should have had red light. I should have had freaking red light. 2 down. Rushman makes the play. It's up to Alfonso Soriano, who's got a home run his last time up. Can he be the hero one more time? Soriano gets a piece of it. Reggie Jackson. He's going to make the play. Extra innings. Oh, I hate my life. I want to die. I wasn't paying attention. Gagne will come in. Now we got the ghost runner on second. After everything we've been through today, we have to go to extras. I guess this is good for the fans because they get extra baseball, free baseball on opening day. Johnny Damon strikes out on the splitter for the first out. Who's out there on second? Is that Rushman or is it maybe it's Tommy Edman? I can't really tell. I think it might be Edman out there. 1-2 to Boggs. He can't really handle the splitter too well either. He fouls it off though. We'll go Vulcan change. First time I've gotten to use the Vulcan change, and Gagne strikes out Boggs. But it's the ever-dangerous Joe DiMaggio, and luckily for us, he'll ground it to shortstop. Jeter fields it with ease, and we're going bottom 10. Good outing from Gagne, and he's getting the crowd hyped. Because we've got, all it takes, man, is one outfield shot. Soriano is on second. All it takes is one shot to the outfield from the captain, and he can't do it. But that means Captain America. Ooh, I thought that was going to go over the glove of Tomei for a second. But David Wright is up next. And David Wright has been the lifeblood of this team so far today. Come on, David. Prove your worth. Show everybody why you should have been up here all the time. David Wright. That's going to get into outfield territory. Send Soriano home. And Captain America will win it for the Mets on opening day. Who else but David Wright? He had 3 or 4 of the biggest hits of the day, including the walk-off in the bottom of the 10th. Sclafani gives it up. And the Mets win on opening day to go to 1-0. I mean, who else, man? You couldn't have scripted it any better. The script writers go crazy for this one. Soriano goes around third, slides into home. Actually, he doesn't slide. He just walks in. It wasn't even a throw attempt. And David Wright, Captain America, has arrived here in New York. Oh, you love to see it. You just love to see it, baby. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. What a game. We started slow. It was 3-0 in the 4th. Then we finally get our first run in the bottom of the 6th. I think that was the David Wright homer. That was the solo shot to get us started. Then we go bottom 7 with the 2-run homer from Alfonso Soriano. We go bottom 8 with another RBI, I think, from David Wright. No. It wasn't that because his other RBI was the Soriano one in the 10th. So who would have had the other RBI? I guess we can check the box score. I don't remember who had the other RBI. It was, Griffey. That's right. Griffey got the go-ahead to make it 4-3. That's right. That's what it was. And then they tied in the top of the 9th, 4-4 with the Jim Rice shot to send us to extras. And then we go bottom 10 And David Wright, Captain America, did his job. He went 4 for 5 with a home run and 2 ribbies. Gagne gets the win. DeSclafani gets the loss. Billy Wagner gets a blown save. But we win opening day. Mets do not have enough pitchers on the AAA roster, so that'll be a quick fix. We just go to pitchers, and we pick up some guys who have some fifth-year options, some minor league experience. Like, who's some of the younger guys in this that would have? So Tyler Ivey probably would have some, so we're going to sign him to a 1-year deal. He's looking for a longer contract. We'll give him 2 years. We'll also sign, who else is younger that would more than likely have some time in the minors available? Maybe some bullpen guys? Probably some bullpen guys. This guy's 25. He surely has some. So we're going to sign him to a 2-year deal, 1.7. We'll go with, who else? Michael Streifler. Sure. Sign him up as well. That should be enough pitchers. We'll make sure that all those guys are now in AAA. Those 2 guys are. Okay, all 3 of them are in AAA. Now, that should be enough pitchers. So can I advance the day now? Mets don't have a valid lineup in AAA. Who's missing from the AAA lineup? Is it? No, they said not pitch rotation. They said a lineup. Okay, I'll just let the auto do that. It's not really a big deal. Auto fix the lineup, and now we move to game number 2. We're gonna do a little bit of simulating here to start game season 3. We'll probably simulate to a road series, probably against maybe the Tigers. We haven't really played the Tigers at all, I don't think. So that's an interesting road series. I think we'll simulate to around that point. So let's finish the series against the Phillies. We've already taken game 1. Stanton clears waivers. That's good. Kinsler clears waivers. And now we have scouting assignments, but we're 2-0. Let's see what we got over here. Why is my priorities like this? Okay, so who's this guy good at? He's good at efficiency with pitchers. So let's start with, we're not going to be able to scout any of these good guys, so I don't even know I'm not even going to try. We're just going to go to starting pitchers, and we're going to scroll all the way down here to the back half of the rankings so that we can actually scout the guys that we're going to have a chance of drafting. This guy is efficient at also pitchers, so we might as well go right back to it and scout some guys that are going to be ranked a little bit further back. Like maybe this guy, Shane Navarro. And then this guy is good at pitchers as well, but we're going to scout an actual player here just because I want to. So let's scout all, and then let's go deep into the bag and scout Morris Campanella. He's a relief pitcher, so I guess it'll work. And that'll be our first week of scouting. We'll finish that. And do we sweep the Phillies? Mets have 28 players on the active roster now because we added those guys from Kinsler and all those guys. So we will move Longoria down to AA. And we will move Striffler down to AA. I hope that doesn't affect the pitching, but it shouldn't. And they don't have 4 valid lineups. Perfect. But we do sweep the Phillies for our first series win of the season. Now we got to take on the Red Sox. And we take 2 of 3, so we've lost 1 game so far. And it's Greg Maddux. Really? Greg Maddux with another bad game. Now we have a 4-game set against the Giants. And we've lost 2 of 3 so far. Joe Nathan and Bumgarner get the loss. 50% on most of these guys. Looks like they're not going to be anything special, but we'll keep scouting them just in case. And then final game against the Giants, we split 2-2. Okay, now we got the Rangers. See if we can do that. We lose the series. That's not good. Ohtani gets a loss and Clemens gets a loss. Twins series. We lose game 1. We win game 2. Another scouting day. We've got Guerrero at 95%. We've got all these guys pretty much done, so we'll move on. They don't look amazing, especially Guerrero. He doesn't look that great. But we will go back to the pitchers, and we will look for some more potential talent. What do we got here? We got a guy in Pedro Feliz who could be interesting. We're actually going to do a player, hopefully, this time around. So let's do... Who's looking pretty spicy? Mario Meza. Let's scout him. And then we will change prospect here, and we will go with... Who's looking good? Anybody back here that I missed? Not really. What about over here? We got this guy, Floyd Brubaker. Let's do that. He's got really wide gap between his potential and overall, but we'll scout him, see how good he is. He's probably not too great. Finish the series against the Twins, and we win. Now we got a 2-gamer against the Rays, and we split 1-1. So we enter the series against the Tigers. 11-7, a half a game up on the Nationals, a game up on the Braves. It's still pretty tight. Looks like the NL East is going to be pretty good this year. That's just fantastic. But we're going to have Bumgarner on the mound in Game 1 against David Peterson. Then we've got Hernandez and Maddox for next episode. But that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Cup. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.